Alright, let's refer on flow for my opponent's case. Contention 1, effectiveness. My first response is that effectiveness can be weighed through empirical and analytical tests. So essentially, even though we might not know the immediate result now, doesn't mean that we can't test it to see what the probable result will be. Second, unknown results don't negate the future result. Just because we might not know the result now doesn't mean that the result isn't going to exist in the future. That logically just doesn't make sense. So basically, since there is going to be a result, we need to use the best methodology to determine what that result is going to be, which will tell us, is this the right or wrong policy? Then go down to subpoint A of mutuality of MLMs. Well, first I would say this point assumes non-mutuality as well. So insofar as that is true, he implicitly concedes that there are non-mutual points which are right or wrong. So you can vote negative right there, since he's implicitly conceding that point. Second, controversial points do not equal relativism. Just because there are controversial claims, as he says, like global warming, doesn't mean that there is no answer and that every answer is correct. That just doesn't make sense, especially when you're talking about scientific claims such as global warming. Then, contention 2, long disputes. First, the length of the dispute does not negate the answer. Just refer to geocentric versus heliocentric claims of the medieval period. These disputes went on for centuries about was the Earth or the Sun the center of the solar system. Well, just because the dispute went a long time doesn't mean that the Earth or the Sun wasn't the center of the solar system. We do know now that the Sun is the center of the solar system. So there was a right answer to that question. The dispute just went and took a long time. Then go to global warming. The right answer about global warming is the one that's most on par with science. Is global warming anthropogenic or is it not anthropogenic? Those are two competing claims, but one is right and the other is wrong. Then go to his economics debate point. Well, there are fundamentals that people can deduce about economics, the way prices interact in commodities and the way stock markets interact with, say, government spending. So basically this is saying that even though there are economic debates that are washy and a bit skewed, doesn't mean that there are not fundamentals we can look to make policy effective. Then go to contention 3. There's support on both sides. Well, opposition doesn't negate the answer or result, it just means people disagree about it. What I think my opponent misses in this entire debate is he's essentially saying that, well, we just don't know now, and people disagree. Well, that doesn't negate the rightness or wrongness of it, comparatively speaking, is that just because Group A disagrees with Group B doesn't mean that one's right and the other's right, or one's wrong and the other's wrong. One is right and one is wrong. So at that point, I think it is a clear vote for the negative. Thank you.